Hey, happy Sunday, everyone. I hope you are having a good day. It is rainy here again today, and I thought I would do something new and fun. Well, maybe, hopefully fun. Something new, at least. And because it's Sunday and it's rainy, and I thought it would be interesting because I haven't done it for you guys yet. I thought I would do a 3-card oracle reading for the group and for everybody, and we'll see what comes up with that. So it's a general reading for everyone, just 3 cards, and let's see what comes up, and if anything resonates with any of you, great, and if it doesn't, that's great too. I know that we're still kind of coming out of the full moon energies, and so readings can be pretty intense right now, but they can also be a little bit meaningful. They can be meaningful, but they can be intense. But they're getting better. I kind of prefer to do personal readings starting probably around Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday-ish really is the better time. So, but these are oracle readings, and so that's why I feel pretty good about doing them. So, after saying that, I want to say if you are not a subscriber, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Please click the subscribe and hit that bell for any updates. You'll know when I come on, and if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up or give us a thumbs down. Either way, it's interaction. I love comments. I always try and comment back and let you know I'm really interactive with my subscribers. All subscribers get, if you email me at Guen's, Guens, 1 ONE, Precious Life @gmail.com, you will get a link to my Discord, which is a private Discord, and that's free. Nobody pays for anything. And I do personal readings, and I also do spiritual guidance, and we can talk about that. I'm not money-based, so you need to know that. I am, however, considering doing an Amazon wish list for different sets of cards, and maybe even setting up a either a PayPal or a CashApp, just to if people want to donate. But other than that, don't ever feel pressured or like you have to or anything like that, because I am not financially based at all. At all. So that's that. Anyways, so let's get started today. Today I love these cards. I love the art work in them, and I love the messages that come with them. And I will be reading to you the messages from the book, and then I'll also talk to you about what my spirit guides and spirit, if I get any spirit messages coming from this reading from the oracles. But this is the Sacred Earth Oracle cards, and I love these. I love the messages that come from them. They're beautiful. They're a little bit hard to shuffle because the cardstock is really thick. So I have pre-shuffled them, but I'm going to do it again in front of you guys so that you can see that I'm shuffling them. Okay. So I'm going to pick 3 cards. We'll spread them out. I don't know if you can see, if I can turn this down. I'm going to spread these out like this, and I'm going to pick out 3 cards that energetically align. I'm feeling any one. And 3. We've got our 3 cards. All right. Put these off to the side. And let's see what we've got. Oh, beautiful. First card we have is Clarity. It's beautiful. Second card, Dependability. And the third card is Perspective. Beautiful. All right, let's see what the book has to say about any of these, and then I will tell you what messages I'm getting from them. All right, so let's see, Clarity. I'll put where you can see it here. I don't know if you can see her. I don't know the best way to hold her up for you to look at her. Clarity says, the earthly meaning of clarity is sudden clarity amid adversity, acute awareness of yourself and your circumstances, finding unexpected strength and wisdom in crisis, realizing the limits of a situation. Pressure cannot make diamonds from coal. Challenging a misconception or calling out a false promise. Isolate and develop an idea. Talent or goal to excellence without external influence, trusting you will have what it takes when it matters. The spiritual meeting. All soon clears, heals, and is resolved. Peace ascends within you like a glorious bud opening to the surface. Realization comes in a dazzling flash, and you will see the world and your soul as blessed as they truly are. Follow love to the peaceful space inside your heart, your power center from which all is possible and all is available. The insight. Carbon is one of the most abundant elements in the universe. It is stored in rocks, plants, the ocean, and your body. Carbon is very good at combining with other elements and is present in sugar, protein, fats, and carbon dioxide. When carbon is isolated and subjected to extreme heat and pressure, diamonds are formed. It is not true that diamonds can be formed from coal. Firstly, coal is rarely pure carbon. Secondly, coal is formed from broken down terrestrial vegetation, and most of its Earth's diamonds existed long before the first land plants did. Therefore, diamonds are much, much older than coal. The impact of large asteroids hitting Earth's surface had the heat and pressure required for natural diamond formation, but most were formed in the mantle, 150 kilometers down in the Earth. It takes a deep eruption to bring these gems to the surface, where they can be discovered and marveled at. Your base values are stored deep within you, crystallizing in isolation, far away from external elements. During turmoil or trauma, these precious gems can surface to bring you surprising, invaluable clarity. So I'm getting the message to really look deep inside yourself for any truths that you may have in whatever situation you're in, and trust your intuition. Everything you need to know is there. It's already there. You just have to believe in yourself, and it's there. I'm always telling you that we are divinely made, and that we are divine sparks, and we are perfectly made. And I think that's what this card is really talking about when we look at the gem here in that. And if you look, you see how the plant is kind of covering her mouth. It's about being in silence and really just listening to her intuition, and trusting that gem of knowledge is really deep inside of her. So all of us have that gem of knowledge deep inside of us, and that's in the solar plexus area, which is that place where we have faith in ourselves. And so if we take the time to really develop belief in ourselves, then the answers are always within us. We just have to be open to believing that all of the answers are there. And in our silence, and that still quiet voice will always come up and tell us what the answers are to whatever we need to solve in the moment. It's there. So that's card number 1. And card number 2, dependability. It shows us a couple. And that's dependability. Yeah, look it up. Earthly meaning. Something that sounds too good to be true probably is. Choose dependability over grandiose promises. Stay focused and stick to your goals. Stating something loudly and repeatedly doesn't make it true. Do not be distracted by second-hand or ill-informed opinions. The truth always has a way of revealing itself. You don't need to get involved. Turn to or be someone you can trust. Spiritual meaning. Listen and respect all points of view, but in the end, you must be true to yourself. Put your faith in the great compassion of your heart and find comfort knowing that love is the greatest law of all. In the arms of Mother Earth, you can find acceptance, clarity, and beauty you can depend on. The law of love is absolute. Insight. Rocks do not levitate and planets do not swing out of orbit. Nature is dependable in space and on Earth. Atoms follow the same rules. Light travels at the same speed everywhere, be it from a distant star or the flame of a birthday candle. Water boils at 100 degrees. You can depend on gravity, the rotation of Earth, and that your forgotten coffee will cool to room temperature. Nature has laws it follows without exception. There's not one set of laws for the mountaintops and another for the valleys. Stars abide by the same laws as grains of sand. It is nature's loyalty to these laws that gives Earth the order it needs to support life. Outside of these laws is chaos and miracles. Before you accept a truth as absolute, put it to the test. Is it true for the weak as it is for the strong? Is it right for the rich as it is for the poor? The laws of the universe have no bias. We can depend on them regardless of age, wealth, culture, or status. I think that's pretty fitting, given the discussion we had yesterday. Yeah, I really see in this and am hearing that it is about, again, really checking in with ourselves about our own dependability, kind of our discernment and our dependability around compassion and understanding of non-judgment, around viewing balance, because balance is dependable. You know, when things are in balance, there is that dependability. Because, you know, the only thing that is constant is change. And change is always in balance, right? It keeps things balanced. So that really is the message I get from that. And the third card is perspective. What a beautiful card it is. This angel is amazing. She's so beautiful. Let's see what this has to say. I'm kind of enjoying reading this to you guys, going through this with you, because I love these cards. I have fun with them. I don't know about you guys, but I think these are a blast. I love them. Okay. Earthly meaning. You are you in your own right, not as a reflection of circumstance, expectation, or assumption. Define and trust yourself. A clear and simple answer betrays the true complexity of an issue. Resist the temptation to take someone or something at face value. A pattern of behavior reveals more than a single gesture. Go deeper, broader, and higher to get a fuller perspective. Spiritual meaning. From the calm, neutral perspective of love, and free from the fear, guilt, and judgment of this world, Your higher self looks through the conflict and drama of the physical world and sees hidden meaning and purpose. From a distant, present chaos looks perfectly ordered. Seek greater awareness, tune into the depths of your heart to find heavenly peace, insight. A glass of water is colorless, but an ocean of water is blue. Close up, air is colorless, but a sky full of air is blue. Although it has no substance, the sky looks down at what it believes it is its reflection. However, the ocean draws in and absorbs the light to become blue in and of itself, not as a reflection of the sky. It is all a trick of the light. Perspective is everything. That which appears clear enough on the surface takes on a different hue when you look deeper. Little things you brush off as nothing compound and color your world. From a distance, it all looks so peaceful, so blue. I feel like, I'm going to turn this up so you guys are looking straight at me. I feel like the overall message of all three of these cards is about really trusting our inner voice, our intuition, our inner light, finding that place of clarity when we're looking at situations, any situation in our lives, whether we're dealing with other people, whether we're dealing with circumstances or things that come up that are maybe trials in our life. And in doing so, we are having to trust that still small voice inside of us that knows what is right and what is true from that place of self-love. And that only can come from a place of real love and compassion and connection to Source. And when we do that, when we believe enough in ourselves and we see that we dig deep and we see our own true inner beauty, we are not deluded by all the trappings of everything going on around us and the world outside and what we're misled into believing, but we're really looking inside and using our discernment. Then we have a much clearer perspective of whatever the situation is. So when we look at, for example, things that are going on the internet, you know, if we aren't getting ourselves involved in it, but we're observing it, we become watchers and we're observing it. And we ask ourselves, you know, what's really going on here? And we just sit back and watch from a neutral position for a while. Maybe attempt that for a day or two. And don't have a judgment on it. Just look at it through the eyes of love and look at it through the eyes, whatever the situation is, through the eyes of compassion without any judgment, and say what's really happening here. Then maybe you'll have a different perspective on it, because you may have that still quiet voice that comes up and gives you a different response. You may have a different feeling about that. And that's really the message that I'm getting about these cards, what they're showing me for all of us. It's a really powerful lesson. about how we interact in the world and how we view things. Because, in this world, we all have a choice how we're gonna see things, how we're gonna handle any given situation. And right now, we live in tumultuous times, and we live in times where there's a lot of judgments about a lot of things, and it's really easy to make snap judgments. But maybe we try to just become observers, to become the watchers of everything, and ask ourselves, where is this coming from? What is this really about? Or if someone is, pushing you or challenging you in some way, instead of reacting to it, ask yourself, what is this really about? Where are they coming from? Because maybe it's coming out of something that's really going on with them personally, because it's not about you, So dig deep. Ask yourself, what is the truth of this situation? And look beyond. That's what the clarity and perspective is about. Look beyond the immediate, know that there is something deeper always, and it's not what's in front of you. There's something deeper inside of you, and there's something deeper inside of the person or the situation that we're looking at. So that's what I've got to offer you today. I hope you found it as enjoyable as I did. I don't know. Let me know if you like doing these kinds of things on Sundays. I'll make it a regular thing. I love you guys. Remember, you are beautiful creations of the divine, and you are worthy. Go out there into the world and just practice being human every day, just like I do. It's all we can do. Be kind. I love you all. Have a fabulous, fabulous Sunday. Bye.